Hey everyone, Reginald Konga back with Dr. Milk.
Yes, it is the year 2025.
We, so this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Genesis instead of that shitty Game Gear game.
Yes. I mean, it was impressive for the time because it was basically taking a whole Sonic game onto like a handheld.
It was pretty terrible. From what I've never
It
had
was
the
pretty terrible,
patience to
but it
beat
was
like level
impressive at the
1, so
time.
you're gonna have to just. So you gotta understand, take what I say with a grain of salt, but it was pretty, I've heard really bad things about it, after that
Yeah.
first zone.
Yeah, well, it was like zoomed in and like.
Well, the zoom in is because it was supposed to be on Master System,
wasn't.
so I'll give it some slack there, but,
Yeah.
it was kind of shit. We should probably talk about this version, though.
We're playing. Yes, we're playing a Tails introductory game.
The one where he doesn't die at the
Tails,
end.
one of the best characters.
The one where he
in the
doesn't
franchise.
die at the end if you don't have all the emeralds.
Nope. This in Tails is immortal.
Well,
God, if you will, assisting
Sonic
Sonic
2
in
for
his
the Game Gear, Tails has
adventures.
been kidnapped, and if you don't get all the emeralds, he dies at the end. I like to imagine it being as violent as possible.
But in this version, he's an immortal god.
Yeah, he probably is, but I like to imagine the most violent version of that, like just getting completely mutilated and stuff by Robotnik. Like,
Yes, leading into an alternate timeline where it's like
there's
gory
a
and
theory
stuff.
that Sonic 3 takes place after Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, and I'm like, no. And they're like, but he officially dies in one version of no.
Like, didn't in like the Archie comics, Robotnik like killed Tails'
I
parents?
can't remember for sure because I didn't read that portion of the comics. I read like stuff that happened later or whatever.
Yeah, because I think it was like it was like super dark and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, Robotnik like
Are you
killed
talking about
Tails'
the original
parents
Robotnik or
and
the
then
Robo Robotnik that became Eggman?
the
Okay, I just
original
want to make
Robotnik.
sure. There is some bullshit about how Robo Robotnik came back and became Eggman, and it's not like the Robotnik that you knew or whatever.
Alright, I didn't know
Yeah,
about
the
that.
Robo Robotnik from the early issues is like the Robo Robotnik from like issue 17 when they weren't taking themselves seriously, or maybe it was 18, but you get the idea. And he like I lost my train of thought there, but
Yes.
we actually beat up Robotnik. Yay, we're done. We don't have to do anymore. Oh, he ran away.
See, if you just cut his gas pipe and then lit a match, we wouldn't have to be chasing him over a bunch of apps. He let us down.
Chemical plant. This would be a lot more fun for me if we could hear the music, but it's too distracting for me.
It is.
I like to
an
wonder about the
iconic
one
zone.
guy who's gonna watch this and be like, I can't hear. I don't know what they're talking about. I can totally hear the music. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
We just have to imagine it though. The chemical zone is a really good zone, apart from the one part where you'll like go into.
Yeah, it's not fun. I think it's worse than Mania. Like, because I keep glitching out the game or whatever, and it's weird because I keep doing this thing where like the Sonic jumps, he's in a ball form, so he's shorter, and then he jumps and he lands and he's standing up, so he gets crushed. That sort of glitch, and it's like moving up so that it doesn't crush you, or it shouldn't crush you because it's moving away upwards, like giving you more space instead of less space. So I'm like, why is this crushing me? One of many reasons I just don't like Mania anymore. Blasphemy, I know.
Was this the game that Michael Jackson
No,
made
it was,
music?
reportedly it was Sonic
was that
3
all
and
a lie?
Knuckles, and we're not sure yet. Sega's never been able to confirm it, but someone who worked with Michael Jackson has said that he has worked on it. There's some other shit, like there's supposedly an interview where they said that in like some magazine that was in France, and I have no idea if they even... It might be a situation, I was talking to someone on Twitter about this, it might be a situation where they're like, well, it's in France, we don't feel like buying lawyers in France, so we'll just let them get away with their making up stories about Jackson here. Or maybe they are telling the truth, I don't know, I don't read French, and I haven't seen the magazine, so you know.
Alright. I guess you gotta start hitting the books.
Hitting the books, I'm sorry, what?
Doesn't matter. Well, we're here.
Last processing there.
What? Yes. What's your favourite zone?
So you mean Sonic?
Because I know you.
What's on the table? Just Sonic 2?
Any.
My favorite one in Sonic 2, just for the aesthetic.
Any Sonic.
Just for the aesthetic is Hilltop Zone, but if you want to talk about like the actual level design, that'd probably be something totally different.
I'm on about all the Sonic games.
Probably just limiting to Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Knuckles, and Sonic CD. Because I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes thinking about all the different zones that exist across all of Sonic. But probably.
No, yeah, it's probably best to keep it to the 2D.
I'm trying to think. It'd probably be from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I don't know that. I'm trying to think. I guess maybe Ice Cap. I don't know for sure. It's really good. I don't know if it's my favorite. I'm not sure now. You've put me in a hard spot.
Yeah.
This is the difficult part, and I think I fucked it up at first, but I saved myself. No, I think I got it right. Hooray!
Well, Tails sacrificed himself. Good thing he can
Oh wait,
swim.
he can't in this game. He can't do. He can't do
Can
Sonic
he not?
3 and
Can he not do
Knuckles.
his? Oh right, he got swimming.
Yeah, and then he
lessons
can do it in
with
Sonic
me.
CD
Yeah.
just because. I can't remember if I die here or not. I'm worried now.
Wasn't Sonic CD
Oh fuck.
being like made before like Sonic 2 came out?
I think it was supposed.
something like
There's
that,
lots
like-
of different stories about it. I don't know which one is the real story, but I think it was supposed to be a port of Sonic 2 on the Mega CD hard drive. Hardware, I mean.
Because there's that like whole thing, like the original version of Sonic CD didn't have the spin dash; it had the boost thing, and it's like that's because it was being made like same time as Sonic 2, and it's like they didn't know that the spin dash was
I think it was
a
more.
thing or something. That's the
I
story.
think it's more like
I've
the
heard.
spin dash doesn't work so well in the original Sonic CD, and that's because they, you know, it wasn't supposed to be in there or something. But like, I think it's that Sonic 2 is supposed to have time travel, and that's why Sonic CD has time travel. We know that Sonic 2 is supposed to have time travel, I believe. I'm not sure now that I've said that.
Because I know it was like two different.
Yeah, it
teams that
is.
worked
It
on
is. I
Sonic
think
2
the
and
second
Sonic
team.
CD1.
The second team without Yuji Naka was supposed to have like. They were supposed to come up with a port of Sonic 2, I think. Actually, there are some. I guess maybe that was scrapped early on because like. They're like the levels from Sonic CD are mostly inspired by like what Sonic 2 was. I mean Sonic 1. Sonic 1 on the Genesis was supposed to be. So like you have the first zone, which is Green Hill basically, and then you have the second zone, which is I'm trying to think here. I think the second zone was actually scrapped and they went straight to number 3. But you know, you got the spring yard looking place, you got the water level, and then like after that you go to like Starlight Zone or whatever. But anyway, you get the idea of what I'm saying.
Yes, I get what you're laying down. I get your point. And we're
Most of the
already
part because I take the
onto
shortcut.
zone
It's
2.
actually just like playing the game well.
Hmm.
Yeah, like right
Wait.
here. This is what I do.
This is probably the first time. This is probably one of the first times I'll say this. It's because you're good at the game.
Thank you. I don't know if I'm
Surprising,
that good at the
You're
game.
welcome.
I had to use a continue, you know, towards the end.
Well, I didn't say you're brilliant at the game.
Fair.
There's different
You know.
levels.
I'm not like playing this like a
Mhm.
galaxy brain or nothing.
Do you know what? I was like watching a bunch of videos and stuff, and like about people who like want a remake of Simpsons Hit and Run and stuff, and like or like a remaster and stuff, and it's like I kind of want it too now.
You kind of want it too? Is that what you said? I couldn't hear you too well. So,
Yeah.
I think it would be nice. I kind of like the original. It would be nice to have it on like Switch so you could play it on handheld mode if you were, you know, a handheld kind of gamer.
Exactly. If I can just get like a HD port of the original on the Switch,
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that.
So this boss here doesn't really generate until like after you move away because they're worried you're just gonna stand there immediately and get propelled upwards. But then you can just jump back to
Mhm.
where you were, and it's makes it a little too easy, you know.
Yeah.
That's one problem with Sonic 2 is the bosses, for the most
Me-
part, not all of them, but like a lot of them are like really easy. This is harder though with
Yeah.
Knuckles.
To be frank, like, yeah. To be frank though, but in most of the Sonic games, the bosses are terribly hard.
But they're not like terribly hard in the Genesis games, but they're a lot of them, especially well, we'll get the Casino 9, it's a lot harder there, but you know.
Yeah, but that's just sort of like random.
I
luck
can't
thing.
remember. I can't remember if it's random luck. I haven't looked up the specs on how the boss behaves and how it's programmed to behave, but you know.
Anyway, we're at the end
Yeah.
of this thing, so I think you should.
This has been
Sign
Reginald
us out.
Konga.
And
Alright, see ya.
goodbye.